So start both of them at 2. 2 to what power? What?
To the second.
To the second. You're squaring something, okay? So 2 to the second power is 4. And you can plug that into your calculator. Do you know how to plug a square into your calculator? The caret, right? So you go 2 caret 2. 2 to the second power. What are you going to plug in next? Into your calculator. Not 2 to the second this time. What are we plugging in? 3 to the second power, okay? 3 to the second power is what? 9, okay? So here's the deal. If you have the perfect squares memorized, you're welcome to just write the list down. If you don't have them memorized, and maybe even if you do have them memorized in case you miss one, you might just want to plug them all into your calculator. 2 to the second, 3 to the second, 4 to the second. What's 4 to the second? 16. What's 5 to the second? 25. 6 to the second is 36. 7 to the second is 49. 8 to the second is 64. 9 to the second is 81. 10 to the second is 100. 11 to the second power, here's where you have to add a couple of lines, is 121. And 12 to the second power is 144. Okay, so that's your list of perfect squares. Now, if you're trying to do that on the test and you just absolutely cannot figure it out, please talk to me. Like while you're taking the quiz, if you just get stuck and you're like, I don't remember what these are, I will dock you those points, but I will give you the right ones before you start the quiz then, okay? Because I want you to at least have access to the right stuff before you get going. If you're taking the quiz on Monday and you're like, can you just check them for me? I will verify, yes, you have them right before you jump in, okay? So let me know on Monday if you would like that. So that's the list of perfect squares. Perfect cube, same thing. We don't need 1 because 1 cubed is just 1 and that's not going to change anything. So we're going to start at 2. We're taking 2 to what power? The third. It's a perfect cube, okay? So 2 to the third power is what number? 2 to the third is 8, okay? And again, you can just plug all of these into your calculator. 3 to the third power is what? 27. 4 to the third power? 64. And 5 to the third power?
216.
That's 6. 5 is 125. Did I give you extra lines on that one? I don't remember. This is as many as I'm going to ask for on the quiz, okay? Yeah, leave your phone up here. So, like I said, if you get these filled in on Monday and you're like, I just want to verify that I have the right numbers, just ask me. I will come verify for you, okay? Okay, then what you're going to be doing, and this is probably not on yours either, but I wrote this on your quiz and I wrote it on the new version of this. Make sure you're paying attention to, is it a square root? So this technically would be a 2 on that versus is it a cube root? Because that's very different things you're looking at. If it's a square root, you should be working from this set of numbers. If it's a cube root, that set of numbers, okay? So just make sure you're using the right set of numbers. So number 1, which set of numbers are we using? Square roots or cube roots? Square roots. It's essentially a little 2 right there, okay? So if I'm trying to break down the square root of 250, do you know what your first step should always be?
From the GCF, right?
Not GCF.
I mean, if it's able to be.
If this itself is a perfect square, okay? So what I want you to do on this is I want you just to type in the square root of 250. Because if that's a perfect square, then the problem's done. And you just write that new number. Is 250 a perfect square? No. So this one didn't work, okay? Which means then you can move on to, okay, well, if it's not that, then what perfect square is 250 divisible by? What do you get?
25 and 10.
So 250 divided by 25.
Oh, 25 equals 10, excuse me.
No, you're good. 25 and 10. So 25 times 10 is 250, right? So you write it as the square root of 25 times the square root of 10. What can you simplify about that?
Square root of 25.
Square root of 25 is what? That's 5, okay? And again, your calculator will do that for you. Just type in the square root of 25, and then you can write the square root of 10. So 5 rad 10 is your simplified form, okay? If you happen to borrow one of my calculators this day that puts it into the format for you, if you don't show me your work, I don't give it to you, okay? I need to know how did you get there, not did my calculator tell you what the answer was.
Wait.
So, FYI. Eli, iPad away. No, like not on your desk, away. Put it on the ground. Yeah.
How are you gonna show you where if, like, all you have to do is just square it?
Oh, if it's perfect, you don't have to show me anything. Yeah. If it's a whole number answer, then there's nothing to show. Okay, move on to number 2. What did I say is the first thing you should check? Is that a perfect square? So you type in the square root of 128. Is it perfect? No? Okay. So if it's not perfect, then you go, okay, well, how could I break this down? And here's where Kiana helped me out earlier. Put the -2 out in front so you don't forget about it. What list of numbers are we working from on this one? The perfect squares or the perfect cubes? Square, because this is a square root, not a cube root, okay? So you are looking at your top list of numbers. 128 is divisible by which of these? 64 is the best one. Remember, we always start high. So you go 128 divided by 121, 128 divided by 100, 128 divided by 81. The only one that works, or the first one that works, is 64. So don't start low, because 4 might work, right? 4 does work on this one, and then you have a whole lot of extra work to do. So start high. 64 times 2 gets you 128. What do you do next?
Square root.
Square root what you can. Which of these can you square root? Which one of these is a perfect square right now?
64.
The 64. What is the square root of 64? 8, right? And we have our rad 2. Here's where I see a lot of mistakes happen. What's the operation happening between the -2 and the 8? Multiplication, okay? You are multiplying those two numbers, so don't add them together. It's not addition. It's always multiplication for those. So you're going -16 times the square root of 2. Good there? Questions? Okay. Yeah.
If it's like, if it's the -16, so any negative you can't square root.
But there's no radical with this, so it's fine, right? It's if the negative is under the radical, it's a problem. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So because it was out in front of the whole thing, then it's fine. All right, what do you notice about this one? It's cube root, okay? So now you're gonna look at what list of numbers? Top or bottom? Bottom. You're looking at this list for this one, and you're saying, first of all, is 32 a perfect cube? Well, if you look at your list, you can see that it's not. It jumps right over 32. It goes from 27 to 64, okay? So this is not a perfect cube. Do you remember how to plug a cube root in to check?
Yeah.
You go 3 and then second, right? And then the caret, and then 32. Maybe double check that you're good on that. So the cube root of 32, not a nice number. So then we got to break it down. Of the list of perfect cubes, is there one that 32 is divisible by? 8. Yeah, 8 works on this one. So 32 divided by 8 is 4. So you can write it like this. And then what do? You cube root it, right? So you would do 3, I always forget, 3 second caret 8. Take the cube root of 8 and you get what?
2.
That's 2. And then the cube root of 4 you can't do anything with. So that's going to keep the radical. So just know whatever's on the left should ditch the radical. Whatever's on the right is going to keep the radical, assuming that you kept your stuff in the same spot. Are you on a device right now? Oh, okay. Questions on that? All right, number 4. What do you notice? What do you see?
Negative.
A negative. Okay, there's a negative under your radical. Can we do it? Yes, why? Brooklyn, why can we do this? Because it's a cube root, okay? So because this is a 3, then this negative is okay, okay? So we're going to break it down, and we're going to put that 5 out in front so we don't forget about them. Now what? You're going to divide that negative 81 by your list of the perfect cubes that we had, right? By this list here. So 81 divided by 64, 81 divided by 27, and 27 works. Why do we put the radical with the negative with the 27? Because it's what? Yeah, we can simplify that so it ditches, we don't want negatives left under a radical, okay? So we want to get it with the one that's going to get rid of that. So 27 times 3, and then break that down. This is 5. What's the cube root of negative 27? And again, you don't have to know that off the top of your head. You can plug it into your calculator. What do you get? Negative 3. So 5 times negative 3 times the cube root of 3. And make sure you multiply those, don't add them. So you get a negative 15 times the cube root of 3. Okay. Okay. I want you to do these last 2 on your own. This brings in the variable. I want to see how we're feeling about that before I walk you through it. Baseball. Okay. Talk me through this. What are you going to do?
Can I do it?
You want to come up here and work it out? Sure, do it. You're being recorded right now, so,
Great.
do it well.
I just want to make sure.
I'm kidding. We love mistakes, right?
Oh, heck yeah,
Love
we love
mistakes.
mistakes. Okay. So you want to bring your 4 down first of all.
Mm-hmm.
That's step 1. And then you make sure 300 is could be squared, which it can't. So then I like to originally do that, and then it's not divisible.
300 is divisible by?
Oh yeah, divisible by 103, and then
Real quick, can you pause? So 300 is also divisible by other smaller numbers. And it's not wrong if you do that, but it's way more work for you if you do that. So make sure you started at the high end, start at the 100, the 144, the 121, all that, and work your way down, right? Okay.
all right. So then you see if 4 can go into the 16.
Not 4.
Oh, excuse me, 2
2.
can go into the 16.
Square root, so you're looking at the little 2 that would be there, but is not there.
Which can, so you just put it back into the perfect.
Okay, can I tell you the mistake that I often see at this point? When the whole thing is perfect, like this one, the a to the 16th, I often see people divide and put a to the 8th under the radical. Did any of you do that? If you did, what you did was you square rooted, and then you're telling me to square root again, okay? So don't square root anything, break it up first, and then take the square root by dividing, okay? Which is exactly what John did. Now what?
Then you put the 4 down again, and you square the 100, but not the 16.
Square root, the 100.
Square, yeah, which gives you 10, a 16.
Oh, wait, square root that.
Oh shoot, yeah, you're right.
So now you're actually taking the square root.
Yeah. Shoot, what is it?
What do you get? 16 divided by, what are you dividing by?
Oh, 16 divided by 2.
By 2.
8.
Yes,
It's
divided by
8.
2.
And then
Okay.
3 goes back in, and then that's your answer.
Is that your answer? Is that your answer?
Oh, no, it's not. Then multiply
There it
that.
is. Beautiful.
Bam.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Did you get that? That's the right answer. That's what we like to see. I really like it when you put a box around it too. That's great. All right. Anyone want to come up and try this one? You just did it. Anyone want to try the next one, number 6? Come on. Sarah's gonna do it. What a trooper.
Okay, so 180 isn't perfect, so it would be 36 and 5. And then you put the 3 in front.
Love it.
X or 11 isn't divisible by 2, but 10 is. And then X for the other one. And then 4 is divisible by 2. 9 isn't, but 8 is. And then
Okay, pause real fast. You with her so far? Notice she didn't divide the 10, 4, and 8 yet. She just put what is divisible by 2 under the radical. Right? This is good stuff. Good question? What? Oh my goodness, you guys. We're gonna go through all of you today, going to the bathroom? Like the bathroom?
Can we go after him?
Killing me. Do you have your phone? You don't have your phone? Did you get it taken away?
What?
Your phone taken away?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait till she's done with this and then you can go. Okay, what now?
And then you want to bring the 3 down, and then the square root of 36 is 6. And then x, or 10 divided by 2 is 5. And 4 is 2. And z is 4. And then keep the 5xz the same. And then 6 times 3 is 18. And then just keep the rest the same. And that's the answer.
Is that what you got? Good job, team.
Wait, she forgot the 3. Wait, no, she didn't.
No, it wasn't a cube root. Yeah, that's a little deceiving, huh? This almost looks like a cube root, but it would be a little 3 if it was a cube root. So this is a square root. 3 out in front. Nailed it. Any questions on that? She has such a soothing voice, too. Like, I want to listen to her teach all day long. You want to teach next week? Okay. That, my